K687, great question. Pastor Mike, I'm reading off of our chat line on YouTube. Speaking of Valentine's Day earlier in the program, why wouldn't we be able to experience romantic love in heaven in a right marriage-driven way if it's one of the pleasures of life? It is one of the pleasures of life, and you're right. This is a great question. And C.S. Lewis addressed this as he wrote, I think it was in Mere Christianity, he addressed this. He said, if someone thinks about what God told us about heaven, there's no marriage or giving in marriage. And by that, we assume there's no, sexual, romantic kinds of affection. How can we have the ultimate joys of heaven without that? And he illustrated it with a little boy who, pre-adolescent little boy who likes eating chocolates, and that's the ultimate pleasure for him. And he's equating that to us talking about romantic love and saying, how if this man says to the little boy, it'll just wait till you get married. It's amazing. And however he wrote it, obviously very eloquently. But, if you're trying to explain, which you shouldn't, probably illegal, to a little boy, here are the joys of what you're going to have in marriage. Romantic love is so much better than chocolates, and he just can't compute that, right? To him, it's like, what? Eating chocolates is the ultimate pleasure. And it's like, no, it's really not the ultimate pleasure. Something better for you. That's how Lewis kind of equates that, GK, equates that in a way that is, there's something so much better. And what we enjoy is the closeness of relationship, right? Romantic affection is the bonding of two people. So whatever God is going to replace, to have people being able to fellowship in a way where there's ultimate enjoyment of those relationships and the diversity of who we are. And that's the thing, right? I mean, even male-female relationships, it's about the difference, being an attraction, like a puzzle piece, having connections. Well, if that's the case, right, whatever God has planned for fulfilling that part of us as human beings, want to be close to people we love, God is going to grant it, and it'll be way better. And I guarantee you, if there is nothing even close in the same kind of category as romantic pleasure, all I'm going to tell you is you're not going to miss it. You're going to say, I don't need that because I got this. So that's what I would say about it. In this world, now think about it, part of what God needed to do in designing the world, he needed to design us to get hungry so we'd eat food, so we'd energize our body and live. He also designed it that we would fall in romantic love, at least normally most people, and get married and procreate, have more children, and that the mankind would continue on. So we thirst because we need water. We ache for hunger because we need food, and we really have been given this neat thing that God does to draw male and female together so we can reproduce in a marriage context, and the world continues on. Now, God says there's still going to be eating in the eternal state. That's pretty clear, and I deal with that in my book, 10 Mistakes People Make About Heaven, Hell, and the Afterlife. One of the mistakes we make is thinking we won't have, taste buds, we won't have teeth, we won't have an esophagus, we won't have a stomach. We'll have all those things, right, in a perfected way. So the question is really, what if we're not going to have romantic love, what will we have? And I'll say, well, I'm not sure we won't have some version of romantic love, and whatever version it is going to be better. Or if it's completely categorically excluded, which it might be, we don't have a ton of information about the eternal state, it's going to be better. And there'll be nobody going, wow, what do we think here? What were we hoping to have? Because this is way better. All right. Still on YouTube here because I only got a minute or two left.